What would you do if two of the biggest global superstars quietly shut down an entire restaurant in Los Angeles just to have dinner alone together? Not a party, not a brand event, not a group gathering, just the two of them. No cameras, no crowd, no unnecessary staff walking around. Just candlelight, soft music, and privacy. That is exactly what fans believe happened when Jimin and Jungkook reportedly rented and closed a luxury restaurant in Los Angeles for an intimate dinner for two. According to several online whispers that quickly spread across social media, the restaurant was fully booked under a private reservation. No other guests were allowed inside that evening. Staff members were reportedly instructed to limit their presence, creating an atmosphere that felt completely exclusive. When fans connected the timing of that private booking with Jimin and Jungkook's stay in Los Angeles, speculation immediately exploded. Los Angeles is a city that sees celebrities every single night. A-list actors, musicians, and influencers regularly dine at high-end restaurants without shutting the entire place down. Privacy is possible in LA, but closing a whole restaurant is another level. That is what made this story so different. It did not feel casual, it felt intentional. Fans began reconstructing the timeline. Both Jimin and Jungkook were known to be in Los Angeles around the same period. Their schedules appeared flexible enough for a private evening. Then came the detail that truly caught attention. The restaurant reportedly posted a last-minute notice stating it would be closed for a private event. No further explanation was given. For many in the Jikook fandom, that was enough to connect the dots. Imagine the scene inside. A luxury restaurant in the heart of Los Angeles, dim lighting designed to create warmth, large windows overlooking the glittering LA skyline, a carefully arranged table placed near the corner away from any direct view, two wine glasses prepared, personalized dishes curated in advance, soft instrumental music playing in the background. Sources claim the reservation included specific requests about seating placement and ambiance. It was not just about securing privacy, it was about shaping a mood. Details like lighting and menu customization were reportedly discussed before the evening. That level of preparation suggests something more meaningful than a simple meal. Fans could not ignore the symbolism. Jimin and Jungkook have always shared moments that feel quietly powerful. From subtle glances during performances to behind-the-scenes interactions, their chemistry has long been a topic of admiration and curiosity. This dinner seems to add another layer to that narrative. What makes the situation even more intriguing is the secrecy surrounding it. In a city filled with paparazzi, not a single clear photo surfaced from that night. No grainy images, no leaked footage, only whispers and secondhand confirmations from individuals claiming to have knowledge of the private booking. That absence of visual proof made the story even stronger. It suggested careful planning and coordinated effort. It implied that whoever organized the evening prioritized protection and discretion. Another detail that fans discussed intensely was the atmosphere described by someone claiming to be connected to the venue. According to that account, the mood inside felt warm and personal, rather than corporate or business-focused. The interaction between the two guests was described as comfortable and relaxed. There was no sense of formality, only familiarity. That small description fueled countless conversations online. Jikook supporters began sharing edits imagining the setting, candlelit tables, soft music overlays, and captions expressing admiration for two people choosing each other in quiet ways. While none of these visuals were confirmed, the emotional response from the fandom was undeniable. Some fans also discovered that the restaurant in question is known for offering curated romantic tasting menus. These menus are typically reserved for anniversaries or intimate celebrations, multi-course dining experiences designed to be shared slowly, with personalized dessert messages and wine pairings. That detail added another layer of intrigue. Was it a celebration, a private milestone, or simply a rare opportunity to escape from intense public schedules? There is no official statement confirming the purpose of the dinner. However, the act of closing an entire restaurant sends a clear message. It communicates that privacy was essential. It suggests that the evening held personal value. Observers also noted that the following day, both Jimin and Jungkook appeared calm and refreshed during public appearances. Subtle smiles and relaxed expressions were interpreted by fans as signs of a meaningful night. While such observations remain subjective, they contributed to the overall narrative. Reports suggest that the two left the restaurant separately within minutes of each other to avoid drawing attention. That decision demonstrated awareness of public scrutiny. It showed experience in navigating intense media attention while still creating space for personal time. For global superstars, shutting down a restaurant in Los Angeles likely comes with a high price tag. Yet for individuals constantly surrounded by noise, the costs may not matter. Time alone without interruption becomes invaluable. Fans believe that some of the most genuine moments between Jimin and Jungkook happen away from cameras. The quiet support, the unseen conversations, the comfort of familiarity. This reported dinner felt like one of those hidden chapters, never meant for public consumption, yet impossible to completely conceal. The emotional reaction from the Jikook fandom highlights how deeply invested supporters are in their bond. The idea of two people choosing to spend uninterrupted time together resonates strongly. In a world filled with public schedules and constant observation, intentional privacy feels meaningful. It's important to note that none of the details have been officially confirmed. Much of the information comes from online discussions and alleged insiders. However, the consistency of timing and circumstances have kept the conversation alive. If the dinner did take place as described, it was more than a luxury outing. It represented a deliberate pause in a hectic life. It symbolized connection over spectacle. It demonstrated that even global icons seek simple human moments. As the lights of Los Angeles shimmered outside that restaurant window, the image captured in fans' imaginations remains powerful. Two figures seated at a private table, conversations flowing without interruption, the outside world temporarily held at a distance. Whether seen as romantic or simply deeply personal, the story of Jimin and Jikook shutting down a Los Angeles restaurant continues to spark fascination. The absence of public proof has only strengthened the mystique. For now, the night remains wrapped in quiet speculation. But one thing is certain. When two of the world's most watched artists create space just for each other, people notice. And sometimes the quietest evenings create the loudest reactions. In the end, whether every single detail can be verified or not, the impact of this story is undeniable. The idea that Jimin and Jikook chose to close an entire restaurant in Los Angeles for a private dinner has resonated deeply with fans around the world. It is not just about luxury or exclusivity, it is about intention. It is about two people creating a protected space in a world that constantly demands access to them. For many in the Jikook fandom, this reported dinner represents something larger than a single evening. It reflects a pattern of quiet moments shared away from cameras. It reinforces the belief that some connections grow stronger in privacy rather than in public view. And perhaps that is why this story feels so powerful. It suggests that no matter how global their fame becomes, they still value time that belongs only to them. At the same time, it is important to approach stories like this with balance. Without official confirmation, much of what circulates online remains speculation. As fans, admiration should always come with respect. Respect for their privacy, respect for their boundaries, respect for the possibility that some memories are meant to remain personal. But even within that respect, it is natural for fans to feel moved. Seeing two artists who have grown up together continue to choose each other's company touches something universal. Everyone understands the importance of having someone who feels safe, someone who listens, someone who stays. If that Los Angeles dinner truly happened the way it has been described, then it was not simply a romantic headline. It was a reminder that behind global stages and flashing cameras are two human beings navigating life together in their own way. And maybe that is what makes this story unforgettable. Now, we want to hear from you. Do you believe the private restaurant dinner really happened? Do you think it was a celebration, a quiet escape, or simply two friends enjoying a rare, peaceful night? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's talk about it respectfully and thoughtfully. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want more detailed updates, subtle analyses, and meaningful discussions about Jimin and Jikook, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications so you never miss the next story that has the fandom talking. Stay connected, stay respectful, and most importantly, stay supporting the artists we love.